grow, still can't stop it.
What is up? I am Crypto Mason, and welcome back to the Crypto Mason YouTube channel. Shout out to the Gold Squad. We look for gold in every single aspect of our lives, and we always find it. Now today, we are back for another daily market update. I hope you guys are enjoying the consistency here every single day. I'm tapping into the market for you guys here. Before we get into it though, make sure that you're following on Twitter. We're about to hit that 100K. We're about 5K away. I know we can do it. We will do a giveaway when we hit 100K. So today we're going to cover a lot of stuff, dude. This video will most likely make you more bullish on Quant, HBAR, and XRP. And you guys know those are my top three holdings. My portfolio is Quant, HBAR, XRP, and then, you know, whatever's, and then Ethereum actually, and then I can't remember what's there now because it's dependent on what's performing well. But QNT is my number one, right? So Quant, HBAR, and XRP, those are my three. And Ethereum. I would include Ethereum. Those are my four. Like if I had to consolidate my entire portfolio into 4 coins, it would be those. It would be those. So this video will make you slightly more bullish, or maybe a lot more bullish on those. We're going to talk ISO 20022. We're going to talk a bunch of stuff. Coinbase lawsuit we're also going to cover. But before we do, we need to cover the big monolithic Bitcoin, okay? 41,000. Perfectly rejected exactly where I said. Actually, it was my second option, so I was half right. No, I was right, but it was my second prediction, right? So I made 2 predictions and one of them came true, which was that we were going to reject off this right here, 42,500. Clearly rejected this. This is a 4-hour, right? Momentum wave is coming down. RSIs are headed down. VWAP is going down, but that money flow is still green, which I do like. But every single Bitcoin analyst is saying the same thing, right? We've got Credible Crypto here basically saying, starting with a break of 42,500, that's right where I had put this line, right? 42,500 and 45,000 shortly after. So if we break 42,500, we will go to 45,000 shortly after, according to Credible Crypto here. We've also got Matthew Hyland also saying this, 42,600. So he's a little bit more bullish. He's like, if we can break 42,600, it will likely go to 46,000, which would be absolutely amazing. And I would be looking to take profit. Now, I know how it sounds when I say like taking profit at 46,000 Bitcoin. You'll be like, what? Like, I'm not even in profit, right? And that's just about when you got in, right? I got in so early on some of this stuff that I want to take profit before, you know, we head back down, because ultimately I don't see that positive of a future for Bitcoin right now, right? This year. I see us having some kind of, maybe even making a new all-time high, right? By a little bit. I maybe even see that. But ultimately, I don't think it's going to go to 100K this year, dude. Seeing what it did last year when everybody was predicting 100K, I don't think it's going to go to 100K, dude. If it does, I'll gladly be wrong, and I will gladly be wrong and rich. Because if it goes to 100K, that means that a lot of these coins, right, have also pumped extremely high. So looking at the altcoins, zooming out here, Ape is correcting. This is so let's look at the Ape chart right here, okay? I'm going to teach you guys about this. Look, go to all, right? So we only have limited price data on this. We have literally 4 days of price data, or 3 days, right? So when people are asking me in my Instagram or Twitter DMs, when they're asking me like, dude, is it a good time to get into Ape? Like, how high is this going to go? We have zero idea. It's so hard to gauge it, right? But this is the classic. It did the classic, like hyped token launch thing, which is start at a high price, crash all the way down, right? $6.40. Then it goes up for a secondary pump, right? And this basically is for anybody who didn't sell over here. any of the like the any of like the early people who didn't sell over there, they pump it up and they can sell here, and they do, right? And now it's going to go find its true value, which I have said in multiple videos already, that its true value will be between $7 and $10 in there, is what I think. Okay? $7 to $10 in there, right? You want to get in at $7. You want to get in at $5, if that's even possible, right? Or $6. That's when you want to get in. So ApeCoin is having a little correction there. We have Ethereum Classic pumping. Okay, why is Ethereum Classic pumping? I will tell you the answer. Ethereum Classic is pumping because Ethereum is moving from proof of work to proof of stake, and that is coming soon this year. So where will the miners go after Ethereum moves from proof of work to proof of stake? They might go to Ethereum Classic, right? If you guys didn't know, Ethereum Classic is actually the original Ethereum blockchain. It's the original. There was some kind of weird thing that happened with a rollback and stuff, and then they had to like fork it. And Ethereum Classic is the original one, I believe. But that's why it's pumping, because maybe they're migrating over there. You have Loopring still pumping there. Ultimately, only a couple altcoins doing well today. But we're going to get into some QNT stuff right here. So, this new thing called Hyperledger Cactus has just launched. Okay, Hyperledger Cactus is an interoperability solution, just like Overledger, I believe, right? Or it's a DLT gateway, yeah. So Cactus will be the first DLT gateway, distributed ledger technology gateway, after Overledger, which that's Quant, Overledger network, that will implement ODAP. Now, we've covered ODAP a while ago. ODAP is Open Digital Asset Protocol. And if you guys don't know what this is a protocol made, right, by MIT and Quant. MIT and Quant. ODAP is intended for describing assets held on distributed ledgers in an open and interoperable format, session negotiation, and message passing between gateways connecting disparate blockchain systems. So they are trying to make the standards. It's not XRP the standard. Well, it is, but it should be Quant the standard. Quant the standard. ODAP the standard. They're trying to make these standards, Open Digital Asset Protocol, right? ODAP. Now, guess what? Hyperledger Cactus is implementing ODAP. And we can check out this research paper right here, and we can see that ODAP is mentioned 10 times in this. Okay, I would say actually like six times, because some are in the references at the bottom. But it gives an example. Look, DLT gateways, right? Then it says, example, Polkadot's Block Explorer, self-hosted ODAP gateways, Quant Networks Overledger. Okay, so they will be implementing that. MIT is important. Anything coming out of MIT is super important. Keep an eye on any crypto projects working with MIT. I believe Algorand has connections to MIT, so keep an eye on that. So, extremely bullish for Quant right there. Quant is the standard, bro. Now, moving on, the H-bar bull. For anyone that's questioning how Elon Musk might be tied to H-bar, we have some SpaceX breadcrumbs. SpaceX Raptor project manager is liking a lot of Hedera content. Dude, it goes down on LinkedIn. It doesn't go down in the DMs. It goes down on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is so important for you to have. We can see this guy, Mark Gregorio, liking Hedera posts, and he's the production manager for the Raptor at SpaceX. We also had Elon tweet out the H-bar symbol out of nowhere for no reason at all. For no reason at all. Moving on. Ripple is tweeting out about the liquidity hub. Now, you need to pay attention to this liquidity hub. Okay, this is going to be it. I actually believe that this is X-Pool. This is X-Pool. right? That whole idea of X pool, right? For Ripple that we've covered before, X pool. This is X pool, in my opinion. They have ditched that idea, just like David Schwartz said in that live stream clip. Man, we've covered so much on this channel. Like, I've been thinking about that. We've covered so much, bro. Like, since like so much, and it's all stuck in my brain, man. So X pool, I think, has been replaced with this, and that means when this goes live, XRP might actually explode. Okay, it might actually have an insane effect, or the news coming out from this might be crazy. So moving on, we had this little tweet go viral here. Look at this. Bloomberg opinion. Inflation stings most when you learn, or if you earn less than 300K. Here's how to deal with it. Take the bus. Don't buy in bulk. Try lentils instead of meat. Nobody said this would be fun. This is horrible. It sounds so horrible. This went viral a little bit. You know a tweet is bad? Let me tell you how you know a tweet is bad. Okay? When you see 10,000 quote tweets and only 3,000 likes and only 1.7 normal retweets. Because this means that people are quote tweeting it and talking crap about it. This is the exact same thing that happened with Peter Schiff, okay? Peter Schiff put out a horrible tweet. I don't know if I can find it, but it was horrible, right? Yeah, I can't find it, but it had the same exact type of stuff. So just wanted to point that out. That's going viral in the crypto Twitter right now. And screw you, Teresa, for writing this. Everyone's hating on Teresa. Moving on, we have Coinbase sued for allegedly selling 79 unregistered crypto securities. You guys know we cover stuff before it even hits the news. So we covered this a couple days ago before it has hit the news, like Bitcoin.com and all of that. Basically, these are all the coins that they are being accused. This is a class action, keep in mind. So it's like a class action. It's not like they're getting sued by the SEC or something. But they're getting sued for unregistered securities, selling unregistered securities, including XRP, Dogecoin, and Shiba Inu. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. We have Ghana. The Bank of Ghana has released their CBDC design paper. Man, take a look at the map, dude. Right? I pointed out this website before, cbdctracker.org. Every single country is sneakily, not even sneakily, but behind the scenes, they've been working on this since like January 2014. Okay? And we can see like how many of these countries and places are working on CBDCs. Basically, everywhere's in research, right? Everywhere's in research. You got the e-Naira launched, but the Bank of Ghana has just released their CBDC design paper. We have this article coming out. This was in February, but somebody sent it to me. ISO 20022 in bytes. Get ready for November 2022. That's coming up this year, right? November 2022. ISO 20022 will go live. Will go live. Now let's look at this adoption graph right here. Overview of ISO adoption. Okay, look at this. There's nothing to do with XRP here, dude. There's nothing. The only thing is the member list, right? Right here. Only thing. Now, if we search RippleNet, right? They're the only ones here. Look, Mojaloop. Oh, that might be new, I think. That might be new. But RippleNet is the only one on here. The ISO 2002 management group member list, right? So it is there, but take a look at this. Look what they're saying. Look what they're saying here. This is all Swift. On Swift. Overview of ISO 20 on Swift, right? Fedwire, chips. 40 plus systems on Swift with no clear target live date. So I don't see like Ripple on here, right? They're not on this website. Like you can search this for Ripple. It doesn't come up. right? So the only place that ISO is mentioned with Ripple is here, and they are a part of it. They are a part of it, but RippleNet, right? Once again, go back to the Matt Hamilton thread where he points out that a cryptocurrency cannot be ISO 20022. It doesn't, that's not a thing. It can't be that, right? It can, the network can be compliant, and that's it. But I am very bullish that RippleNet is part of this, right? And November might be good for Ripple. November might be good for Ripple. We're going to end off with this clip from Brad Garlinghouse, 2-minute clip right here of Brad explaining the private ledger. And this is going to help you be a little bit more bullish on XRP right here.
One of the first banks that Ripple signed, so today we have a product in market that's, we're releasing version 4. When we launched version 1.0, which is always an exciting time for a tech company, you release a product, it's version 1.0. We launched that product, we were partnered with one of the largest banks in the Middle East, and we went to market, and we went live. And we had a call from a very upset Middle Eastern banker saying, wait a minute, people can see my transactions. I don't want people to see my transactions. So look,
And this is always the idiotic argument that people make. Oh, why would the banks use a public blockchain? Blah, blah, blah. Watch, he'll explain it to you.
Blockchain is powerful, and a public ledger can be leveraged to make transactions. But banks, I mean, if every SCB transaction was written to a public ledger, would SCB be excited about that? The answer is no, I'll tell you very certainly. The nature of how we have evolved our technology, yes, some of it, XRP is a public open ledger. A different part of Ripple's technology that connects banks to the liquidity solutions, these are private, think about it almost as a private temporary blockchain between two banks. It's cryptographically signing the transaction, holding it in escrow, and releasing it at the same time, so you never have a situation where a transaction doesn't complete. But the point I would make is, those who espouse this idea of, look, all transactions should be open, I look at that and I think, that is not the real world. We can talk about the origins, particularly around Bitcoin and to some of the degree other tokens, has been this idea of, hey, we're going to circumvent governments. We don't want the government involved. We're going to circumvent banks. Look, Ripple, we come at it from exactly the opposite point of view. Governments aren't going away. By extension, banks are definitely not going away. We can enable banks to enable an internet of value. If you want to enable an internet of value, you have to connect the repositories of value. The repositories of value are the banks. We want to work with the banks, with financial institutions, with payment providers, with LinkedIn or PayPal or fill in blank.
Did he say MoonPay?
We want to work with the banks, with financial institutions, with payment providers, with LinkedIn or PayPal or fill in blank.
He didn't.
To dramatically accelerate the nation.
You see what he's saying here is that the origin of the Bitcoin mindset is that banks are going to go away and circumvent banks and governments, right? Dude, that's not going to happen. Just like he said, that's not the real world, bro. That is not. It's not. You can go do that. Like, you can go do that in your own life. But the reason I bet so heavily on something like XRP and Ripple is, like he just said, you need to work with the repositories, man. The repositories is the banks. They have all of the old. We can't just let the fiat system just like abandon it. All of that value is going to come into the crypto sphere. It's all going to come into the crypto sphere. And crypto is death. It's the death of fiat currency. Crypt, right? We're putting fiat in a cryptocurrency. We're putting it in a crypt. Y'all know what a crypt is, right? Crypt is this. That's a crypt, right? That's a crypt. Oh, man, I don't want to see that. Oops, I'm sorry. But yeah. I mean, they're going to have all the value. Where's the value going to flow to? All of that fiat value, the 1 quadrillion, right? Those trillions are going to come into this, man. But that is all we've got today. Appreciate it if you're still watching right now. Videos are getting longer because there's just so much good stuff coming out. Make sure you follow on Twitter, Instagram, join the Telegram group. I love each and every single one of y'all. And goodbye.
Crawl. Steel